Here you are watching this video, yet another video about minimalism. You're probably telling yourself, this is it. This is the year I finally become a minimalist. But deep down, you know you've told yourself that before and never actually started. I know, because that was me. And even though I'm now applying minimalism in my life, I'm not perfect. It's an ongoing process. There's no finish line. Minimalism isn't something you achieve and then you're done forever. It's about building habits. It's about changing your mindset. So in this video, I'm not here to overwhelm you. I'm not here to tell you to throw away half your house today. I'm here to encourage you to just start. Start by getting rid of one thing in front of you right now. Just one. Something you've been meaning to get rid of for a long time. Something you kept moving around but never actually let go of. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for motivation. Just start. Because minimalism doesn't begin with a perfectly organized home. It begins with a decision. I've reached a point in my life where I go outside or scroll online and I see people buying and buying and buying so much useless stuff. Things that look nice for a moment, but eventually end up as clutter. Things that take up space. Things that quietly drain your time, energy, and money. And don't get me wrong, by all means buy that cute mug. Just don't buy 10. We live in a world that constantly tells us more is better. But no one really talks about the mental weight of owning too much. For me, the very first step toward minimalism wasn't decluttering. It was stopping. I stopped buying new things. I stopped adding more stuff into my life. Because here's the truth. Minimalism is not just about throwing things away. If you don't stop buying, you'll be stuck in an endless loop, getting rid of something only to replace it with something else. Decluttering without changing your habits doesn't work. It just creates temporary space. Once I became more intentional with what I brought into my life, everything else became easier. Before, shopping felt like entertainment, something to do when I was bored, stressed, or just scrolling. Now I ask myself simple questions. Do I really need this? Do I already own something similar? Will this actually add value to my life or just take up space? Most of the time, the answer is no. And that realization alone reduced clutter before it even entered my home. Only after I stopped buying did I start getting rid of things, slowly and consistently. Not all at once, not in a dramatic overnight transformation, just little by little. Clothes were one of the biggest areas for me. I asked myself, if I haven't worn this in a long time, why am I keeping it? If I forget I even owned it, do I really need it? If it's old and worn out, why is it still in my closet? And if it didn't serve me anymore, it had to go. Not because it was bad, not because I hated it, but because it no longer belonged in my present life. Minimalism taught me that keeping things just in case can often keep us stuck in the past. Another big one was home decor. Home decor is nice. It can make a space feel warm and personal, but too much of it can become suffocating, visually exhausting, overstimulating. I realized I didn't want my home to impress people. I wanted my home to calm me. So I started asking, is this serving a purpose? Does this bring peace or just fill space? If it was no longer serving a purpose, it was gone. Now my home feels cleaner, lighter, and easier to exist in. Minimalism isn't about having empty shelves or white walls. It's about creating space, space to think, space to breathe, space to focus on what actually matters. When your physical space is cluttered, your mind often is too. Letting go of things taught me how much mental energy I was wasting on stuff I didn't even care about. And I want to be very clear about this. I'm not a perfect minimalist. I still own things I don't need. I still make mistakes, and I still buy things sometimes that I later regret. But the difference now is awareness. Minimalism isn't about perfection, it's about intention. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, this is it. Not next week, not next year, today. Get rid of one thing, then tomorrow maybe another. Stop buying things you don't need. Question what you bring into your life. And slowly, without pressure, without rules, you'll notice a shift. Minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about freedom. Freedom from clutter, freedom from excess, freedom from constantly wanting more. So don't aim to become a minimalist. Just start living a little lighter today.